So I want to talk about something. It's difficult to talk to. Nobody can really talk about it. And the reason this happens, and I mentioned this kind of before in one of the other ones about making plant medicine illegal. So the problem with keeping it illegal is that it's in the hands of people that make believe that they're shamans, but they're not. They're people that are making money and profit off of the plant medicine that should be given for free, right? As I said, because it is the thing that I'm talking about, and I'm not gonna mention the thing it is, but you all know what it is, because I mentioned it enough before. You have to go to the street and get it because I can't grow the plant. It's illegal. It's been used for thousands of years medicinally in tribal cultures, the Amazon, South America, the south of the other side of what you call America, lower south part of it. I believe what they call Mesoamerica at one point, whatever. Colombia, Peru, Bolivia. These were all like cultures that used this plant medicine for thousands of years medicinally and for communication with the spirit world to allow them to communicate and be. So now what happens is that I'm a shaman for most of my past lifetimes. Definitely the ones that I was in tribal cultures, I was in most of them. I was a shaman, and this plant medicine was very important as a part of being able to communicate with our home star system and where we come from. That gives us information and ability to ascend and to evolve. So now it's what they do is that they take the thing that was once used medicinally in tribal cultures and they made it legal, right? So what does that do? That puts it in the hands of certain people that will do their best to try to get you to be, their Starbucks, customer of the month. They try to get you to be their one that comes to them all the time to buy this thing because they're making money off of it. In different ways, they add different things to make it more heavy and weightful, so you're paying, you get a bigger amount for the same price. I mean, it's all these little tricks that they do to get you to get them. But the biggest one is that they do something to the material that you're using to inhale it with, you're smoking with, right? So I'll give you an example. I was driving this woman in my car, and giving her rides back and forth, and I knew her from some other time, and all of a sudden I smelled this really weird scent. It almost smells like, I don't know, burnt coffee or mocha coffee, but burning, It's very disgusting type of smell. It gets to your stomach, it gets into you. It's just like, you can't, And it seemed to happen only after I picked her up and dropped her off. Right? Now, she was somebody that could also get this plant medicine, and of course she wanted me to get it from her. But instead what happened is that I found it cheaper and better and crappy. And what they do is that all these people, they give you some good thing at first, and then when you come back, garbage. So you realize, you walk away, and it's, oh no, here's a good thing again. So that's the game they play. But the other game they play is that I found out with this woman, because yesterday the same thing, she needed a ride, and I had forgotten about that smell and everything, but all of a sudden she walks in the car and she's puffing on a vape pen, and I smell that burnt coffee smell, and all of a sudden it's on everything, and all of a sudden I start smelling it coming out of the vents. Now I left the car a few times and went back to get something with her in the car, and I believe she took this and smeared it all over my vents, because now the vents and everything in this car smell like that very disgusting thing. And what happens is that disgusting smell gets into whatever material you're using to inhale the plant medicine, and what happens there is that it has a disgusting, filthy taste, nothing compared to what it was. And all of a sudden you have this smoking material pipes that are then clogged with black stuff and disgusting, but you still have stuff that you've spent money on, a lot of money, because Because the thing of it is that what this does, what they do, why they do this is because they want you to smoke it and then run out of it. And with this contamination, the stuff that you might have somewhere that is exposed to this stuff in the air, then gets contaminated, and then what you're smoking is this stuff, and it literally makes you sick. So, and that's because they want you to say, oh, this guy's stuff is garbage, let me try your stuff. And this guy's stuff is garbage, let me try your stuff. And what they do is that, and if you don't come back to them, then they want to make sure that whatever you get from anybody else has this disgusting smell. So after she left today, all of a sudden this whole car smelled like exactly that burnt coffee, like nauseating kind of smell. It's all over everything. My seats, I literally had to wipe down everything. Now, it's also on my paper towels. It's also in the bottle of water that I had in the back. It's also on my clothes that were back there. There's also on some wipes that I had that I was wiping. So this girl, and you know what? I gave her and her sons a ride to school and her back. Now it's an $8 ride, you know, but ride back and forth it's $16, right? An Uber ride. But today she threw me $10 to go pick her up and bring her there and bring her back. Now I said I wanted 20, but then she goes, oh well, you know. And she realized that I wasn't going to get anything from her. And I think, pretty sure that her sons that were sitting in the back seat, these are young kids, like 11 and 13, I think, somehow got into the stuff that I had back here and spread this spray and this thing all over the back of my. So anything that I had back here behind the seats in this little pouch, all had that. So everything had that. So literally I had to wipe down the whole car, wash it out. I had to wash out the entire inside of the car, the carpet. I had to take out the carpets that were on the ground and put on these. And now I got these other ones that are got from the other Forerunner. I mean the other CRV that were made of rubber, and they kind of like, you know, they protect the material and stuff in here. But like everything in my hands, everything smells. My mouth is dry with the smell of that stuff. So this is a warning. If anybody does that, you gotta be wary about like Riri and you know, people that are out there to really fuck you over if you don't continue buying from them. And the problem is that then you blow through your money 2-3 times as fast because it's expensive. And then when you find that half of this stuff that you just bought, it's gonna be, and it was good, it was fine before until she walked into the car, and afterwards now it's contaminated. That whole process is a means for these people that are calling themselves shaman, but they're not. They provide this plant medicine to people at a price, and then they get greedy and start freaking really messing with the people that are buying it, so that they would come back and make sure that they come back. And if they don't come back, they're gonna make sure that anything they get is gonna be destroyed and ruined. So you don't like that stuff? Come back to me. I got the good stuff. And I'm saying this, you know, this is a legal issue, and I don't give a flying fuck anymore. You know? I'm telling you this, the reason that they're allowed to do this and rip us off as human beings is because you've made it illegal. You made it something that it's unacceptable, and then we have to break our asses to try to get it. And when we do, we get slapped in the face and spit on by not just the people around us that point fingers, but also the people that are supposed to provide it for us. And you know, it's no blame to either people because it's all about money. But at the same time, what these people are doing to the people that are spending their money on this stuff, because it happens to connect me to my spirit guides. I'm a Arcturian, and it happens to open up my channels of communication even more than yours, and I'm able to communicate with this, with the spirit world. Why didn't they tell me this was going to happen, which they probably usually do? Because they wanted me to talk about it, number one, and B, them to understand that when they do that to me, because after I smelled her doing that, I explained to her exactly what she was doing, everything, and she got really mad at me. She walked out the car and started walking away. And then, you know, I don't know, she was going to go and claim that I ended up beating her, raping her, some shit like that, because she is very sneaky of a person. And that person, what they did to me today, was continue ruining my chances to get back to the place that I was yesterday, where I was communicating and getting all this wonderful channeled information, and now all I feel is a dry mouth and like disgusting. And the thing of it is, again, you can go and bust this person and that person as a police officer for selling just that in general, but somebody's going to take their place, and they're going to have this thing that they do because it's handed down from person to person who provides this plant medicine, to be able to fuck with the people that buy from them, and totally, it's like, it's like you buy a glass of Dom Perignon, right? And when you walk away, somebody comes in and sprays a whole bunch of garbage on it, and like almost like colonial. And then you go back and you drink. Oh, this Pinot Grigio is disgusting. Can I have another bottle, please? And you drink. Oh, this is better. Thanks. And you walk away. And then hey, and then you come back. Oh, this is disgusting. What's happening? Every time I open this bottle of Dom Pérignon, it always tastes like this later. Not at first, but later on. Oh, but I have this bottle. It's less expensive than Dom Pérignon, but it's actually better. Try it. Oh, this is good. Will it change? No, this one doesn't change. Thank you for making all plant medicine illegal. Oh. Except for marijuana, which you can now get. Oh, you can't get it in New Jersey. You only can get it in certain places. You have to drive really far to get it legally, and all the dispensaries the medical marijuana where they're getting $200 every 2 years to sign up for the card, and then the doctors get $140 for the office visit to say, oh, you still have the pain issue? Okay, is it working out good for you? Okay, good. All right, so here you go. Here you go. Yeah. Take $140. The guy doesn't even fucking touch me or examine me. To get the card, to get the prescription. That's after I get the $200 I get $200 for prescription, and then I got to go to the thing, and then pay 20 to 30% more than street prices for this herb, because it wasn't decriminalized, it was legalized, which means that they tax the shit out of it, just like cigarettes. They tax you for it. You know, growing a tobacco plant is illegal too. You know why? Yeah, same reason.